Hi students, we have learned about three basic types of English sentences: the simple sentence, the compound sentence, and the complex sentence. Now we'll look more specifically at the difference between the compound and the complex sentence. We have learned that compound sentences are constructed by involving the use of coordinating conjunctions, which are abbreviated as fanboys. Meanwhile, complex sentences are made through the use of subordinating conjunctions. Because the compound sentence is constructed by involving the use of coordinating conjunctions, the process is called as coordination. And since the complex sentence is composed through the use of subordinating conjunctions, the process is called as subordination. In some minutes to come, we learn about the difference between the two processes, especially from their syntactic construction. However, before coming to that part, let's listen to a very famous kids song from where I will take an interesting sentence that I will use as the basis of our discussion.
There was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N.
Well, it's a nice song, isn't it? The interesting sentence from the song that I mean is, there was a farmer who had a dog. This sentence consists of a main clause, there was a farmer, and another clause who had a dog inside of it. Thus, we can say that the sentence is constructed through subordination that results in a complex sentence. Let me create a different new sentence from the parts of this complex sentence. There was a farmer and there was a dog. There are two main clauses here. The first is there was a farmer, and the second one is there was a dog. The two clauses are conjoined or coordinated by using conjunction and, which results in a compound sentence. Returning to our main question, what's the difference between coordination and subordination, or between the compound and the complex sentence? To answer this question, let us draw the three diagrams of the two sentences to analyze their syntactic configurations. First, let's analyze both of the main clauses within the compound sentence, which are parallel with each other. The first main clause consists of three main constituents: a noun phrase, tense, and a verb phrase. The noun phrase is a noun, there. The verb phrase includes two subcomponents, verb phrase and a noun phrase. The verb phrase is an auxiliary verb, was, while the noun phrase consists of a that is article and a noun, that is farmer. Similarly, the second main clause also consists of three main constituents: a noun phrase, tense, and a verb phrase. The noun phrase is a noun, there, while the verb phrase is made up of a verb and a noun phrase. The verb is was and the noun phrase includes a that, article a, and a noun, dog. Let's move to the complex sentence on the right side. This sentence or clause consists of three main parts: a noun phrase, tense, and a verb phrase. The noun phrase is a noun, there, while the verb phrase can be broken down into a verb and a noun phrase. The verb is in the form of an auxiliary verb, was. However, different from those in the two main clauses of the previous compound sentence, the noun phrase here includes three constituents: a that is article a noun, farmer, and a subordinate clause. The subordinate clause consists of three parts: a relative pronoun who, tense, and a verb phrase. The verb phrase includes two constituents, a verb and a noun phrase. The verb is had, and the noun phrase is made up of two parts, a that, article a, and a noun, dog. Up to this point, there's one important thing that needs to be noticed. Within the two sentences, we have there as the subject of the clauses. There here doesn't refer to locative there, rather it refers to an existential there, which is a noun phrase which functions as pleonastic subject. From the three diagrams, then what can we see as the difference between coordination and subordination? Well, it is now clear from the three diagrams that the complex sentence has got a subordinate clause which is embedded or included within one of its constituent parts, in this case, the noun phrase. The compound sentence, on the other hand, has no such a clause as its constituent part in both of its main clauses. Thus, a prominent difference between coordination and subordination is that within subordination, there is a clause that is included within a constituent part of the main clause, which is non-existent in coordination. Well, students, is it now clear for you the difference between coordination and subordination?